Hey y'all, I'm Karyn.
And I'm Mingo.
And this is the Mingo and Karyn Show. And we decided to represent the Divine Nine today and represent our own sorority and fraternity. Absolutely. And so shout out to the D9. Ain't nothing here but love, y'all.
Nothing but love.
Yep. So we want to give you a little bit of history about who we are. Again, I'm Karyn and this is Mingo. We've been married for 27 years. We've raised 4 children. They are now adults. The last one just graduated.
Party time.
Yeah, pretty exciting. So we decided to start a podcast a couple of years ago because, of course, you know, we just wanted to share things that nobody ever shared with us about what it was like to be in a relationship this long, how we managed to make it work through our good times and our bad times. So we decided to start this podcast. So welcome to our channel. Welcome to our show. And today we want to talk about something that nobody really told us, y'all. But we're gonna give it to y'all today. And really want to talk about, do you really like one another?
Dum 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 dum. Do I like you?
You better.
I think I love you.
Okay.
Y'all saw that?
With
no comeback for it.
It wasn't okay. I mean, I can say I love you back.
Appreciate it.
Okay. But so we kind of want to talk about that. So you have something.
Yeah. You know, when you talk about do you like one another, like is a strong word. Sometimes what we were not taught, like is the foundation for love.
Yep.
And if you don't like something, how can you ever love it? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe you can do that.
I don't know if you can invest in something you don't like.
Yeah. Now. For me, I mean, like is like surface level time. That's that initial, that beginning time. And I'm trying to figure out whether I like this. Mm-hmm. I mean, on something as simple as a restaurant. Yeah. Do I like this restaurant? And then after you go to it several times, especially if you keep going back, you develop a love for this restaurant. So now when you picking your favorite places to go, you say, I like this one, but I love that one.
Because like one of my favorite restaurants, they have a phenomenal prime rib, okay? I liked it before, and I love it now.
Don't say that name, baby. They ain't paying us. Don't say that name.
Period. That's why I said
no freebies.
Nope, ain't gonna happen.
All right.
But I just think that, like Mingo said, it's definitely important to like one another. And I think the foundation of liking one another is absolutely friendship. Like when we first met each other, like I tell these like really stupid jokes. And even though Mingo didn't think it was funny, you know, he kind of gave me a little half grin. So I was
the jokester.
Yeah. He thinks he's the jokester. I mean, I got a few.
I could be on the road.
No. So anyway, no, he's funny. So in all seriousness, I had to give that moment of silence because, you know, I mean.
That's a new one.
Yeah, silence.
Silence.
Okay. And so, but y'all see us clown and interact on here. I think we've almost always been like this. Mingo's a little bit quieter, as you all can see, I'm a talker. In the beginning, but still we always had, like, we caught each other jokes and different things that.
You know, when you meet somebody and you just click, it just works, you know, you're liking the same comedy. That don't mean you like all the same things, but you tend to want to make one another laugh or be happy, or just that insight of, you know, I really care about this person, but man, I want to get back around her because she's just funny. Yeah. She makes me laugh. And that just leads into the foundation of everything, you know, that goes on in the relationship.
Yeah, because if whatever is important to you, like for me, laughing is important. You know, I love to laugh because I'm really a clown. Y'all probably see glimpses of it. But
clown.
Yeah, like I'm a clown. And then I can sometimes have like a really bad potty mouth. And so
sailor level.
Well, but I mean, I don't do it on the show, so you know, I'm trying to
do it when it stops.
Trying to keep it clean, just in case some kids out there watching or something like that. But I can really go there. Yeah. And so think about it. If sometimes when I'm laughing or I get tickled at something I say, and I have a little bit of grown folks language in it. What if Mingo didn't like that? What if he wasn't a person that liked jokes? So I think it's important.
Like who raised you, some wolves?
Listen. He couldn't listen. My family, let me tell you something. On the side of my family, you got to be able to hang in there.
Yeah, you gotta go toe for toe now.
Yeah, you gotta go hard in the paint with those
Can't come in there with your sensitivity luggage.
This is true. But I think also what's important is that when you're talking about liking something, for us, humor is important.
Yeah, it's very important.
For us, we like to gather with like our adult children now, and we did like that. We did the same thing when they were kids. We like to, grill or barbecue or cook out or whatever you want to call it. We love to do things like that. So I think whoever you're with, it doesn't have to be that you need to laugh all the time.
Yeah, you know, everything is not a laughing matter.
Right. But if they have something that you like y'all might like to read books.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you know, what we found out in liking one another, we develop a very, 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 very strong friendship.
Yeah.
And friendship flows into longevity for us.
Yes.
You think about your childhood friends, your college friends, depending on your age, your co-workers, depending on how long you've been there.
Yeah.
You've developed some level of friendship and trust, and there's some things about them that make you continue to want to call this person your friend.
Absolutely.
So when you're looking at a relationship, you have to have a friendship element. So you have to say, I mean, you don't just ask it matter of fact like this, but you will say, if I was not in love with this person, could this person be my friend?
Right.
If we met in a different time, different circumstances, do they bring a quality that would make me want to say, hey, that's my friend
For the
right
long
there.
haul,
Yeah, friend to get a long haul.
Absolutely. And because like both of us have friends that we've had like since we were in elementary school.
Yeah, we do.
You know, and I think what happens is finding those things that you have in common are those things that you can hold on to.
Yeah.
And I think even when we pose the question, do you like one another? There's gonna come a time in your relationship when everything is not gonna always be, you know, lovey-dovey and ooh, we here in this moment. Like you're not gonna be always in love mode. And so what we know has sustained us through times when love wasn't always loving is
What's with the deep voice?
well, I just need to say
Let me hear it again.
love ain't always loving. But when love don't always love, we've always at least been able to do this.
But you know, over the years, I've told people this exact phrase. Sometimes light will make you stay when love will make you leave. You have
Love ain't enough.
You have to like somebody. Love can be so deep that it's like, I have to leave this person because I love them that much.
Wow, yeah.
But when you like them, it's like, we gonna come back around the mountain. We gonna get together because no relationship is perfect. Well, I'll say our relationship is not perfect.
It's not.
She's a whole individual, I'm a whole individual. But what we believe in is that everything comes full circle.
Yes.
We don't give up when the going gets tough.
Yeah.
You know, we find a way to dig into that friendship, to look back to why I like this person. Then that all develops into love. So when things come your way, we handle them together as friends and as lovers.
But would you quit on your friend?
I wouldn't because
Exactly.
friends are few and far between. Some people have a lot of friends. Some people have a small group of friends. But if you only got that one friend you can go
You want
to,
him to be a good friend.
you might not need 100.
Yeah.
You might just need that one that's very dependable and you can just share anything with them.
Yeah.
Then I noticed some people that we've talked to, they have different friends for different reasons.
Yes.
You know, I go to this friend about my relationship. I go to this friend about job related things. I go to this
travel
friend
together.
that travel and party. So, and then sometimes all of those friends can't be in one place at one time.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the relationship, you always got to be at the same place at the same time.
That's right.
In my opinion.
No, that is true. I think when you were talking about a few minutes ago, that longevity, I don't think we knew that we always wanted to be together, you know, for a long time. That's something that we were committed
Talked about
to. We talked about
grandkids at 19.
when we were 19. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to be this kind of grandparent.
I'm
Or that kind of.
I ain't no grandfather, I'm a baba, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm a
Little bit
doll.
cool-
So
little
we
bit
ain't
cooler,
called
little bit
grandma and
cooler.
grandma. Ain't no grandpa and grandmama over here. I'm a doll, and this is Baba. So,
And they say, granddaddy, you...
who that? They must be talking about my daddy because they ain't talking about my Baba. But no, seriously. But I think we already understood in the beginning that for us, we projected that we were going to be together forever.
Yeah.
That was something that because I mean, think about it. I have never talked with anyone about having grandchildren, you know, but I
Nah.
talked to you. We talked to each other about doing that. And so we knew that we were going to be here for the long haul. So we've had, oh my gosh, y'all, we've had so many ups and downs in our lives.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because we're entrepreneurs, you know, raising kids, and life was just hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think we would kind of find solace in being able to laugh about stuff, even in our hardships. I remember one time when we didn't, we were really, it was just, we were struggling.
Life of an entrepreneur.
Yes. And we couldn't afford to get our furniture out of storage. So we were sleeping on the floor.
Real
So
talk.
we kind of we were talking about it. And, you know, you kind of get a little bit despondent and sad and all this kind of stuff. But I was like, hey, look on the bright side. We ain't on the floor. I mean, we're not on the ground outside. Like, we on the floor.
Yeah.
But we're going to make this floor be the best floor experience. And we can have picnics on this floor because we ain't no table.
Yep.
You know, but just trying to find the brightness in it. And you used to always say something that you have always said about us is we are never down at the same time.
No, I think our relationship just works like that. Mm-hmm. And I always say we can both be about to hit the floor, but both of us don't hit it at the same time. And that's important because one of us has to have at least a mustard seed of strength. Yeah. Something like, hey, it's going to be all right. I know we both smelling the dirt on this floor. I know both of us want to throw in the towel, but don't do it. Don't do it. You're almost there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're talking about with friendship. If you don't have a friendship there, the good times is sometimes easy to navigate a relationship. Absolutely. But then when adversity shows up, you have to say, well, that's my friend, and this is what my friend is going through. So right now, especially in a relationship, it can't always be about me or always be about you. It sometimes can be about the both of us. And then, like, you helped me with something yesterday. I just got all in my head about just thinking about all kind of stuff. And the way my wife encouraged me, I could have flew like a superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Fly in. Fly king.
I can do that.
You can, baby. You can do anything you want to do. That's why you my man.
So what we learned was maturity is the key. Yes. That's why we are still here. We like each other. Yeah. We're friends. And then we had to mature. Because I'm telling you, y'all, as you grow up, everybody knows, especially, let's say, starting after high school. And you start navigating people in your life, and you're trying to grow as a person. And then you encounter somebody who think they grown, you think you grown, but neither one of y'all really don't know nothing. Nothing. But you think you're grown. Then so when you question that person, it's like, well, why you get the right to question me? You the same age as me. You've been through the same thing. What you been married with some kids before? You need to tell me something. You know what I'm saying? And then she asking me like, well, what you bring to the table? Well, first of all, my name Mingo. That's enough right now.
Oh, wait, first, this is a true story. Okay. I was like, we got into this little argument, right? And so
didn't
Mingo
even know her.
Well, listen, it was at the very beginning of our relationship, okay? Relax, sir. As my
Did y'all hear my version next?
Okay, well, we can hear your version. Maturity has us here. Won't he do it? So, when we kind of got into this, we used to do this thing, we just bickered, right? This is why maturity is important.
It is very important.
Because we used to bicker for stupid. It was so stupid.
Maturity is the key word.
And so Mingo was like, he said something about, he was like, I'm Mingo Allen. I said, so? I'm Karyn Smith. Like, who are you? Like, I don't know. We don't come from the same town. Maybe that work where you come from, boo-boo. But your name don't mean nothing over here, okay? We just try to get to know each other. Chill, sir. But, I love him. And I knew I did. But, and even in that fight, y'all, in that immaturity, there was still a reason why we wanted to stay connected to one another. Because, what we were doing was just really silly.
My version of the story.
I kept it clean. I gave you credit.
I'm going to give you credit. But listen, your name means something. Your name means something. Oh, my God.
In that moment, I'm talking, baby, you mean everything. Now, let me say Mingo Allen Sr.
I appreciate that. So I ain't going to tell my story now.
Baby, tell your story. It's fair.
So,
we try to tell both sides.
I'm leaving band practice. We in college. I already knew I liked her. But, I ain't going to get into the details because I have to name names and all that. So we keep the surface level. She walks up on me and said, hey, she called me Bingo and said, I heard you like me.
That's what they told me his name was, okay?
I said, what? The level of disrespect that just happened right here. Bingo? I dealt with this in elementary school. Bingo, I had to flip that thing.
Well, maybe your friends or my cousin who told me should have given me the right name.
Listen. So I'm gonna show you how age is wisdom. We're gonna use maturity right now. So I'm gonna get back on track. Now, real talk, y'all. We started off on immaturity, and it blossomed into something very mature. And you can grow if you want to grow.
You can absolutely do that.
And if you don't want to grow, you won't grow.
And you're never gonna mature in your relationship to get to a point where you have that longevity. You can't get to a point in your relationship where you finally do like each other. See, for us, there were so many ups and downs that we had that, like I said, that friendship is what kept us. Because guess what? I know a lot of people, I remember us doing this video when a couple of years ago, and we kind of talked about what a power couple is. Yeah. And a lot of people think a power couple means that you have a lot of money and you can, drive this fancy car and all that. And it's really good. Those couples are extraordinarily powerful. They earned everything that they got and they worked really hard for it. Yeah. But for my couples out there like us, who it ain't always been peachy keen, and I'm talking about from financially to just whatever area in your life, we believe you're power couples too. And so in order to be as powerful as you can be, that right foundation has to be laid. And liking each other is a valuable thing to navigating through those tough times.
And piggybacking on what Karyn is saying, power couple, the power is in the word couple. Mm-hmm. It's that union. Yep. It's that friendship. It's that maturity. Yes. It's that I like her. Yep. That's where the power lies. Anybody's bank account can fill up. I guarantee if you got $1 million today, your bank account can hold it. Mm-hmm. But if you ain't...
I like you a whole lot if you took me on a trip to somewhere exotic and all the time and taking me to
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Bags. I'm just saying, like, it's not as... it has not been easy. But that's why we're here talking to you all, because we want you to know that it doesn't have to be, just because you're in a time that doesn't feel like it's easy right now, look at this person and say, hey, I want to make this work with you. I want to be in this life with you. I want us to be together forever. Yeah. I want us to have a great time. Like, we're on the other end of that now, of course, because our children are finished with college and, we're learning and navigating through our own lives. Yeah. But like you were saying, it's that I'm gonna let you finish saying what you said about talking too much about the power couple thing. Go ahead, boo.
No, I'm just saying the power is in the couple part of it, because you can have all the finances and material things in the world, but if you don't have a genuine partnership with whomever you're with or whomever you want to be with, that's where maturity lies in. Because money doesn't fix a relationship.
We've had money before too.
A house, a certain type of house,
all of that.
Certain type of cars. You learn that in maturing. I'll say for us, it seemed like we can ramble this stuff off, but this stuff is like afterthoughts.
We had to live it.
We didn't know what we were doing while we were doing it till we talked about it over the years, and it was like, wow, how do we overcome this? How do we overcome that? How do we bounce back from this? How do we deal with that? It was so many different things to where we thought, well, wow, I mean, let's share it. And this was encouraged by our children more than us. Because like, Mom and Dad, y'all be doing some extraordinary stuff and blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't there. Y'all got pictures. Y'all got videos. People who know y'all do what y'all say y'all going to do. Yeah. And that's why we are where we are today. So if I can't say anything and seal anything in, find somebody you like. Yep. Like them first. Like them. It's just like a career choice. You got to like it, stay in it for a long time.
And having the little butterflies in your stomach, that feeling, that euphoric feeling of getting to know somebody first and being excited about, seeing them. Ironically, with a friendship, because those kind of things fluctuate and they fade. I'm excited to wake up and see my best friend.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. It's like,
likewise.
When you were little, and like your favorite cousin or your best friend or somebody came to your house, like you was so excited on Saturday mornings. Well, okay, so we born in the 70s, okay? So we were just excited for them 4 little channels we had. And we could watch cartoons.
Not 4.
We did. Okay, I'm from Alabama, back up. We had 4 channels. And I feel
on the TV
are
too.
you judging me?
No, I ain't judging. You know why? Because we had 4 too.
but we would be excited to watch our cartoons, and then we watched Soul Train. So we were always kind of excited to do that after our cartoons went off. But like once everything went off and you knew your friends were gonna be outside, especially like in the summertime, you'd be excited to see your friends because it's like, we gonna get to play together all day long. That's how I feel when I wake up and I see my husband in the morning. It's like I'm with my best playmate all the time, all day long, and he gets to be my husband and I get to be his wife, and we get to love on each other.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't say no more than what Karyn is saying. When you find that person in your life that makes you feel like, I can imagine not being around this person for even a few minutes, and I ain't talking about on some controlling stuff.
Yeah, don't do that. That's
she's not a
red flag.
She's not a possession.
That's what that's called.
And she's not my possession. She's my friend. She's my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I love her dearly and deeply. That's why I had to not be immature. But immaturity doesn't have a expiration date on it.
Yeah, it doesn't have an age on it.
Yeah, because you can. I've met some people, we've met and talked to some young couples, and they got it together. I mean, they really have it together, and we tell them Don't change that.
Yeah.
And we also tell them, as you progress in life, people may change, but don't y'all change.
Yep.
Y'all stay where y'all are. It's going to be all right. Because if it's meant for those people to be in your life, a part of your life, is someone you like, someone you're friends with, you have to be mature enough to say, you know what? They can't go where I'm growing. You see what I'm saying?
Woo.
And when you figure that out, when the person can't be there, you got to stop the battle. See, I found that young and early. So that's why I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
So,
well, we found each other, and I think we both needed each other, and we didn't know. I was watching something the other day, and the person basically said that it was a show. So I wish I could remember, because I would definitely give credit where it's due. So I'm just gonna paraphrase a little bit, but the person basically was saying that they married the person that could heal not heal, because nobody can fix you.
Yeah.
So let me be really, really clear. But that person that they need, the moment that they needed that person for, or the thing that they didn't have that needed to be filled up, actually happened in their life when they found this person. We both brought something different to the table of what we needed. Sometimes I needed to learn how to make better decisions for myself. My husband needed to learn how to...
Not to move so fast. I was it got to happen. No planning. Let's do it. Yeah,
and so we were able to fill each other's cups.
Yeah. And when you find that, don't do the grass is greener, the 80-20 thing.
Oh, God.
Appreciate that you found that.
But shout out to the movie, Why Did I Get Married?
Oh, yeah. Love the movie.
Yeah. Shout out to the movie now. Why Did I Get Married?
So the point we're making is that when you find that, why not make a decision to mature versus trying to find something else that may not never mature?
And wouldn't you want a whole of someone?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
absolutely.
want the whole 100% of someone? And as far as we hear so often from young people about these lists and these rules and all of these things that you have to have.
Yeah.
And I just encourage you to think about this. Would you want to live your life with somebody putting rules on you, the same rules you're putting on someone else? Would you want that for you?
And what if your initial list changes? Like they may have it in the beginning, but as time go on, different things change about that list. So are you saying that, okay, this relationship is now over because it doesn't check all the boxes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what happens if you got a list of 10 and you run into a person who fits your 10, but they got 20 for you?
Well, but that's where maturity comes in.
Yeah.
That's where maturity comes in. When you talk about growing, when you talk about that part of it, that is where, when you say, you know what, like you said, because you're going to evolve as a human being.
Yeah.
I'm not the same Karyn that I was, nor do I want to be. I want to be something different. But I know that at the end of the day, no matter how much I've evolved as a woman, that you still like me and I still like you.
Absolutely.
The core of who we are changes, no matter whether your status changes, no matter, your economic status changes, or you get your dream job, your social circle changes. It's important for you to remain yourself, because that's when you find the authentic people that will be with you and have that longevity with you. And they'll understand that even in our relationship, even with your friendships with your girlfriends, that we like each other. And so we love each other. So we even behave in love with one another because we want to see what's best for each other.
Yeah.
And so making sure that we like each other is so, so, so important. Just do a little bit of inventory on the relationship you have with the person that you're with. And instead of critiquing them or telling them what they should be, figure out what you like and focus on that.
And so when you sit down and you think about the person you with, or you think about the person you want, you ask this one question, and this one question on you.
What?
Do you like one another? That's what it all boils down to. Do you like one another?
I like you, babe.
I like you too, but I think I like you more.
No, we like each other equally.
Okay, infinity and beyond.
Okay, the infinity beyond the love for our children and Skylar and future grandbabies and future generations of Allens to come. Yeah, even until after we become ancestors.
I think based on that scenario, she loved me more. So yes, do you like one another? Think about the person you're with and ask yourself, do you like one another? And I'm going to tell you something. Be okay with the answer you get. Because if you don't listen, sometimes they can't go where you growing.
That was good. That was really, really good. So, just keeping in mind that like is just as important as love when you're navigating this relationship. Like is just as important as love. We cannot emphasize that enough. Understanding that we're together, our longevity, we've been here married for 27 years because our friendship is strong.
Yeah.
We are, and it's important to us. Our friendship is extremely, extremely important to us. It's important that we keep each other laughing. It's important that we have new adventures together. Like we're at that stage now. It's like we want to travel and go everywhere. Just to discover new things together, to have new experiences, new memories to think about. Just Mingo and I. Yeah. And then also maturity being the key to all of it. We got to grow up, y'all. We got to grow up in these relationships. We can't be quitting on each other. Now, I'm not talking about some foolishness, but I'm talking about if it's somebody that you can see that y'all can work together with, work on it. Work on your friendship. Work on work on being better together and work on that like thing. And we appreciate you all so much for listening to us. And we just want to tell you happy relationship building.
Happy relationship building.